is David and I am Ivy's dad, and welcome to my first video on my YouTube channel. And today we are going to Koh Samui in Thailand. Yay! This is my daughter, Ivy. It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm whispering because there's a couple of people around there. But we are here. We don't know if we're in the right place. There's that heart-sinking feeling. It's like, are we in the right place? But our bags are packed, GoPro's charged, we are ready to go. Fingers crossed our coach arrives and we are off to Heathrow. And fingers crossed no queuing at Heathrow. Anyway, let's see how the next 2 weeks go.
So we're at the park and ride, and we're the only people here, so it's a bit worrying, but it'll be fine. I think the coach might come a bit earlier than 2 o'clock because it is actually 1:22 right now, so it'll probably come at like 1:45. But a load of people on there, probably leave about 2ish.
How are you feeling?
I'm a bit paranoid because the taxi driver picked us up at 1:10, but we meant to get picked up 1:30. He picked us up 20 minutes early, so we've been sat here for about 15 minutes and not a single soul has drove past. And the coach isn't here yet, and I'm getting a bit worried because it should be here.
So the lights have just come on, but we are still very much alone. There's 2 people just sat around the corner there.
But they're not even getting the coach, just sat there. Oh gosh.
So we're still waiting for our bus, and I think this is a good thing to consider, is that we booked our bus for 2 o'clock in the morning. We never really considered where the bus is coming from, whether it's, I just imagined we would arrive here at 1:30, there would be a coach waiting and we would get on that coach, but it's not. There's 2 people just sat around the corner there, and I think they're just drinking, so we're just here and we're not really sure. So we're guessing that the bus is coming from somewhere else and it will be picking us up en route, but it's kind of scary when you've invested so much money. And we need this bus to be here. Cool. Please excuse my daughter. I'm Ivy's dad, and this is Ivy. This is the first time that you've seen Ivy on my channel. Anyway, fingers crossed this bus is going to arrive. Quite scary.
With all of the drama that we'd experienced trying to get Ivy's passport, it seemed completely unfair that all of a sudden we were sat at 2 o'clock in the morning waiting for a coach to arrive with absolutely no information on whether the coach had left, whether it was coming to pick us up. All we knew was that this coach was late and we had to get to Heathrow, so I decided we had no choice. I was going to have to get a cab.
National Express, is this you? Yes. Oh, what are you doing to us? Our coach is late. We have just had a heart attack thinking we've got to spend £180. It's here. Wow, finally it's here.
First day. That's all William, his first day.
The National Express drivers were really nice and explained that it's not a direct service and that we were one of a few stops from Bournemouth to Heathrow.
Cheers, mate.
So for anyone using this service, which is really cost effective, do allow a few minutes for the drivers to do what they have to do to get us to our destinations on time. I would like to stress we did arrive at Heathrow on time.
There's going to be queues. But anyway, what time did we get to Sweden?
We get to Sweden about 10 in the morning.
Hold on.
I had faith in Heathrow, but it didn't take long to realise that whilst the general public were being extremely friendly and patient, it was in fact the Heathrow staff that were creating the problems. And by the time we actually got through check-in, we'd experienced a whole host of feelings and emotions that really go against the notion of going on holiday to relax.
It has been busy. For anyone travelling, do still allow for queues at Heathrow. Heathrow isn't fixed. it was a bit like Squid Games. And you sort of like saw these narratives unfold and different people try and work their way through, and then they get through, then others get stuck in the queue behind. We got through, didn't we, Ive? We did all right, we got through. I felt a bit guilty, but we saw an opportunity open, somebody waved forward and we went. I hope everybody makes their flights. What are your thoughts, Ivy?
I want to get on a plane. Oh, no sleep. There's a Harrods.
A Harrods? That's for all the people who buy English tea when they fly home.
I'm worried about my ears popping because we've got to get sweets. That's like my priority. I thought to get them, so I'm panicking.
So what do you think is going to happen to your ears?
I'm going to pop and then I'm going to like... What happens when your ears pop?
They go like this. First landing, 1 of 3. Going. A bit wobbly.
Sweden, we are at the Beijing dumpling place. I got some chili and coriander sauce and we're waiting for some dumplings, and we've got about 3 hours, 2.5 hours to spare. We're sat here, so we're going to be walking around.
How was the flight?
Oh, it was, I slept most of it. I woke up with a bit of turbulence, but my ears are really bad, like, yeah. So, but I'm going to get sweets to suck on, so hopefully it won't be as bad. Fingers crossed.
What was it like coming from the plane to here? What's happened?
Coming from the plane, from the plane we've been on to here, was a bit hectic getting up and everything because we didn't get any of our bags. Apparently they transfer our bags, but we're not 100%, so we could get to Thailand tomorrow with no bag, only this, and there's drones in our bags and everything.
Just so good, honey. You ate the vegetable ones, spinach ones, just eat a lot. Hi, so here I am at Stockholm Airport, and I just want to sort of recap on the Heathrow situation and just show the difference, the serenity. This place is serene, and the food is like good quality food. It's obviously more expensive, but my point being that Heathrow's situation isn't a worldwide situation. It seems to be an English situation. I know basics about courtesy, respect, and there seems to be the staff shortage, but surely anyone could be employed to welcome people, to make them feel welcome. just put a smile and tell them this is where we would like you to queue for this flight, and not just let the people try and work it out themselves and then become almost hostile.
And then arguments and fights.
And then arguments and fights created by the decisions of the people who had neglected us, the employees. So I'm very sorry. There was a lady who worked on the United Airlines this morning. She wasn't helpful. In fact, she created a lot of the confusion. And then another guy just come along, young lad, inexperienced. He sees all these people. He's like, well, you have to move around there. So what he created was like a rush. So all these people have queued for like an hour or 2 hours in an orderly fashion, and we've got a line going here. He's like, yeah, sorry, mate, that line doesn't count. You all got to move over there. And it just like completely causes sort of chaos and disruption. So that's how I feel about the situation. It is seemingly only a Heathrow problem. We have nothing like it here.
Do your ears pop when you go up? Or is it just down?
They can go throughout. I don't think it'll be quite so bad on a plane like this. I just want to say, we said that this was going to be the toughest part, so we are in BKK. I'm not sure how to say it. We've just transferred all our money. We've just got SIMs sorted on our phones, and we're quite exhausted. We've now got to go to Koh Samui flight, which I think is 4 floors up, so we're going to film. But Ivy, well done. You're doing brilliant. We're in Thailand. Ivy's first ever noodles in an Asian country. You have eaten noodles all your life. You love noodles. Noodles, sushi. How do you feel, Ive?
Good.
This is pork.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So pork noodles with dumplings. Basic stuff. Lunchtime meal. And it's definitely got that flavour, hasn't it?
Breakfast for me.
Pardon? Breakfast for you because you didn't eat on the plane. How are you feeling, honey? You're in Thailand.
I've got a bad headache.
You got a headache. Why was you got the headache?
For my ears.
Talk me through what's happening then.
What's citrus?
Fruit. Lemon. I think it's like lemon, isn't it?
Oh, I taste that. Oh yeah, because my ears popped and it really hurt. I got a headache after it.
Delicious. No sugar.
I was actually going to cry on the.
Sorry,
on
talk
the
to me again.
Plane. I needed to cry, honestly. I was going to cry my eyes out.
We got one more flight to go.
I can't walk.
Okay, let's do this. So, we are now in Thailand. We've just eaten the first meal. How are you feeling, Ivy?
Because I'm like headache.
bit of a headache because of your ear popping, and we are going to go on a small flight, so there is going to be more ear popping now. But we're doing really well. Sorry, thanks. We're doing really well, and we should probably make the most of this moment and enjoy it. See ya. Stepping out of BKK and into the humidity for the first time in many years was a stark reminder of just how overwhelming tropical humidity can be. It just knocked us out, and we had one more flight still to go. Thankfully, only an hour and a little bit to Koh Samui, where we could finally relax after a day and a half of flying. Feel that temperature, Ivy. Problem, isn't there? What's happened?
We don't know if I'm staying here or not, because I missed 7E.
I was certain that I booked you a window flight from Koh Samui, but maybe I haven't. No, I just don't believe it. I was certain that I did. This was the one.
Because I was meant to have a window seat. My ticket doesn't say I do. So,
But the booking does.
But the booking does,
So we're just going to come in peace. If we get a window seat, we get one. If we don't, we don't. When I booked our flight tickets, I was very aware that for the long flights, I would sit in the aisle. And for the shorter flights, Ivy could sit by the window. But the tickets we were given when we boarded were different seat numbers than what we had booked. A lady kindly gave up her seat and let Ivy sit near the window, but this separated Ivy and I. So our flight into Koh Samui wasn't exactly as planned, but thankfully our flying finally came to an end. How do you feel? It is hot, isn't it? This is actually a really cute little airport. Cute's the word. After a day and a half of travelling and a year and a half of planning, it felt surreal to finally be at the airport we'd seen so many times on YouTube. What I realised straight away was that no matter how many YouTube videos you watch, you simply can't capture the heat, the quaintness, the sounds, the breeze, or the lack of it, the smell of Mother Nature at her lushest and her greenest. It was overwhelming, almost unbearable, mesmerising yet dizzying, and not entirely in a good way. Doing alright? You want? Into your shorts straight away. Oh, it's so good to be here. After all these videos, thanks. After all the videos. Thank you. Just amazing, isn't it? You go first, I'll follow you, I'll follow you, I'll follow you. Hi, that's me. It's boiling, look at this. Limo service. Nice van. And so, after a year and a half of planning and a day and a half of travelling, we were finally being driven through the winding streets of Koh Samui. Please like, comment and subscribe for notifications of future uploads, and check out our next Thailand episode where we get used to the island that some people say is the most breathtaking island on earth.